Welcome back to Brentford Fan TV. I'm Freddie.
And I'm Ben, and today we're going to do a preview of our away game against Tottenham, which is this Saturday. And to start with, we're going to look last season at our last away game at Tottenham, which started off really well. We went 1-0 up. I can't remember who scored. Was it Tony?
Morpie.
Oh, Morpie. Okay.
Yeah.
Morpie
And then
scored.
there's the Madison situation.
Yes, the dart. But from then on, Tottenham within 10 minutes, maybe even less, they went and scored 3 past us, which is a bit disappointing because other than that 10-minute blip, we played well enough to beat them.
Yeah.
We did end up getting a goal back. This one was Tony, and it was a good bit of play from him, capitalising on their mistake.
Yeah. He was just chilling offside, and then they went to pass back to keeper and didn't realise he was there.
Yeah. So should we move on to this season now?
Yeah. So looking at Spurs, they've had a not very good start to the season. They're on 4 points after 4 games, which is only 2 points worse than us, but we've had way more difficult games. Obviously, they just lost to Arsenal in a North London derby, and in a game they really should have done better because I think they had lots of possession because of Arsenal was weakened, but they just never really looked like scoring against Arsenal. And so I think there's a chance that they're going to really turn it on against us, like having disappointed their fans last week against their rivals. The week after, they're now going to destroy us who they play. But that's not going to happen, of course.
It's
not. But I think there's a chance it will be a very difficult game.
So now looking at our injuries, and bear in mind we are 4 weeks into the season. I'm just going to read out all our players that are injured. Bear in mind, a couple of these were injured before the season, and some even last season. But I'll read through them now. We got Henry, Hickey, Thiago, Nunes, Jensen, De Silva, and Wissa, which is not good.
I mean, it's incredible that we've got that many injuries already. I think, including pre-season, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them happened this season, 3 last season. But it's absolutely insane. I think we're so unlucky. We're just so unlucky when it comes to injuries, especially with the Wissa one last week. And we spoke in our last video how important he is for us and how much of a miss he'll be. And he'd be a great player for us against Spurs.
And it's like 2 of these players haven't even made their debut for us. It's
Thiago and Nunes.
It's just Nunes got injured Thiago got injured in 45 minutes of pre-season.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what has happened.
I think Nunes, we signed him slightly injured. But I think we never really planned to start him straight away. I think it was always planned that he'd come in, say, after the international break, let him settle into England and London and get used to his teammates. But I really don't know what the situation with him is. No. So I feel like we're already very disadvantaged going into this game, just like we were last season going into so many games. But with these injuries in mind, we've got a predicted 11 of who we think will start. So in goal, Flecken.
Not much to really think about that.
Yeah, and then we've gone for the exact same back 5 as City away. So it's Ayer, Vandenberg, Pinnock, Collins, and Keenan Potter. Now I thought against City it was a really good defence. It was interesting because Collins was almost playing as a left back when Keenan Potter pushed up, and you'd think it would maybe be Ayer who'd play left back. But yeah, Ayer got high, did quite well, and I was really happy with the performances from Pinnock, Collins, and well, all of them, especially Vandenberg on his full debut.
Yeah, I'm happy with that defensive trio with Vandenberg, Pinnock, Collins. I think probably our best at the minute of centre backs, and I'm glad to see them all get game time.
Yeah, and then in midfield, same as City away, Norgard, Damsgaard, Janout, and I really like this because I feel like having Damsgaard instead of Jensen, I think he's more attacking and he can link up with the forwards a lot better than Jensen can. Obviously, Jensen is so skillful and such a good player, and the team's so much better with him. But I just feel like when it comes to chances created, I think Damsgaard's on another level, actually.
Yeah, he's really good. And, I'm wondering if when Jensen gets back from his injury, will he he'd probably get back into the squad.
Yeah.
But I would continue. I'd like to see Damsgaard continue to get starting minutes.
That reminds me of last season when, towards the end, Damsgaard was playing really well, and then Jensen came back from an injury and just took his place back again. And I'm thinking, it just disappointed me because then Damsgaard wasn't really getting much of a look in the team apart from off the bench, and I think he deserves to be starting. But yeah. Finally the front two, we've got Mbeumo and Schade. The only difference from last week is Schade for Wissa, who's unfortunately injured. But yeah, I think we can expect maybe runs in behind from people like Mbeumo and Schade and Kino Spotter because Spurs typically have that high line with Postecoglou, so maybe that's something we could exploit.
Yeah. And we definitely got the pace in those three players to do that as well.
Yeah, and I think obviously with Damsgaard coming in, it helps to link up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we just go straight to our score prediction.
Yeah.
I'm gonna predict a 2-2 draw.
That's exactly what I'm predicting.
Oh, great. But I mean, there's no reason why we can't win.
Yeah.
No reason why we can't lose, because Spurs might finally kick on this season and have a good game against us.
Yeah, but I think 2-2 is a very fair prediction. I think we can easily score 2. And yeah, that's all for our preview. Comment your score predictions down below, and we'll see you in the next video.